Life is by definition stressful. It's a big part of it, and there's no real getting away from that. And there's always a good example. So I believe it was just yesterday, found out a cousin of mine unexpectedly died. A presidential candidate got shot through the ear. So there's those stressors. My employee in Argentina, she has a crazy political, economic situation as well. I have no revenue coming in, but expenses for the meditation business itself. I have a bunch of odd things happening in the political office that I currently hold, as there always is. There's confusions about the election and different disagreements occurring over that. There are developments that are happening, which are positive, but major complications with them on whether they'll actually be viable and able to go through. And there's all of these different things. I just recently scheduled a vasectomy because I have most likely a shortened lifespan with my brainstem damage, and potentially my spinal deformities could get passed on through the DNA. So it's something I've kind of debated for years. So I have that scheduled. And so there's these grand stressors of the society, and there's these stressors that are specific to our life, and everyone has their ways of coping, and some are better than others. Obviously, a ton of people use different types of self-medication, whether prescription or not prescription or whatever it may be. And some of those we think of as positive, some we think of as negative. Of course, I mean, I go for hikes. That's a version of it, and just today, and it's nice. It's refreshing, right? When talk with a friend, and all of those things, all of the things we think of as good and positive, usually are. And then my key one is meditation. It allows me to essentially digest the stress and then tackle things anew. And so the pressure that I'm feeling of, I only have income for the next few months, and then after that I don't actually have income, so that ends up being a big stressor, and the pressure will just build on that, of course. And I am feeling that pressure and the amount of stress that goes with all of these things combined before, right? Kind of before I had the skill of taking that on. I didn't have a natural ability, natural knack to, which is very interesting because I had someone I worked with recently, probably a month ago, something like that, say that, most people can't just deal with the emotions the way I can, let them roll off them, or just kind of stay steady through a bunch of stressful, constant stress, a lot of pressure situations. And that is not a natural ability of mine. It's something I've developed over time, and it's largely just through the meditation, because I can take a super stress, be completely overwhelmed, and then go and meditate, right? Just feel the sensations, go through it, got the course up and everything. So you can learn it yourself. Obviously, I'm trying to sell coaching, but you can just learn through my videos that are instructed on it too. And then that feels tough at the time, but it's a lot easier than allowing that to just grind you down and wear you down. And so it's a skill that can just be developed. I mean, in my case, it is an artificial skill, essentially. It's something I learned later. I didn't come about it naturally. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be very good at teaching it. So because I had to come about it artificially, I'm pretty good at teaching it. So it's useful, and it applies to life, and applies to the specific circumstances of your life. And so use it. All right. I'm Jeff Martin from resetmeditation.com.